Hi and welcome to the third session of week 1 of the 12-week Python beginner course. So in today's video we're going to look at a few different things. We're going to look at some variables, we're going to look at different data types, integers, floats, etc. And we're going to look at declaring and then assigning variables, and finally we're going to look at type. Type is another built-in Python function similar to print. So let's look at variables again just to reiterate over what we did in the last session. Again, we can declare a variable, give it any name. So here we're going to do x as 25. We're going to assign it as a number so that we can assign another variable further down. This time we're going to do a string, do the string as lol. So now here we've assigned two variables. And then you can carry on assigning as many variables as you want. There's no limit to however many variables you need in your code. But again, the variables can be called anything. They can also be assigned to any value. So now we're going to look at floats. Essentially, all the float is, we don't do as a character, do some numbers. So it's 25.2323. So what we're saying there is it's a fraction of a number. Any decimal is a float. So now a new variable type we're going to look at here is Boolean. So Booleans are always either true or false. So what we'll say here is we'll say x is true. We're going to assign y as false. So these two are different types of Booleans. So again, a Boolean is only true or false. These can become very powerful when you're doing things like in if conditions. So now let's look to print this variable. What do we get when we print x? You can see that we've got true. That's printed true as a Boolean. And now we can also reassign this variable. So now initially we assigned it as true, we've reassigned it as lol. And then you can see in the bottom, we've printed lol. So this is something powerful in Python where we can assign it as one data type and we've changed it to another. Initially, it was a Boolean, now we've changed it to a string. And that's thanks to Python being dynamic. So now let's look at this type. So what type will tell us is what type of data type this is. So you can see that the x is obviously a string, it's got the quotations. We've removed x as lol. Now we've only got the initial assignment, which is x equals true, and this is obviously a Boolean. And finally, thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned for the next.